So I'm back on Spider-Man 2, and this time with the ROG Ally, and we're playing on 1080p at the medium settings, no FSR. And here we go with that. There we go. That was a pain, to be honest. It took a long time to load. Skipping cutscenes takes a while too, like 10 seconds for each cutscene. Mid-20s, low 20s? The game is stuttering here and there too, but again, that's pretty good. It's running at native. So as you guys know, for me, 1080p on this handheld is a waste. It's pretty good if you're playing on a TV or a bigger screen, but on the built-in one, nah, it's just overkill. It does look very sharp though, guys, I won't even lie. But 900p will be as sharp as this. So yeah, low to mid-20s here, with stutters and crazy load times. Still though, pretty impressive. I'm gonna pause the game here, guys, and enable FSR 3 with frame gen, and see how we go there. Alright, look at that, guys. 60 FPS immediately. Or near it at least. Let's see how this feels now and how this looks. Because it isn't as good as native, sadly. I can't see a bunch of ghosting. But honestly, just playing the game, it's hard to see it. For the input lag, not bad. It is not bad, to be honest. Still though, it's very overkill for the system. Yeah, I think 900p, medium settings, FSR 3 active should be way better. If you're playing on a TV though, again, this is a pretty good option. Yeah, our lowest point was like the mid-40s, on average the low 50s, and the peak was like 70 FPS, maybe 60 FPS. So, it's pretty good, but it can still fall below 50, which isn't great. And if you're playing with frame gen, you can't cap the FPS to 30, because it feels awful. So yeah, you're dealing with the FPS dips into the 40s and below 50s. Yeah, the ghosting here is definitely far more obvious with the sand particles flying everywhere. But honestly, not bad still. Okay, 900p, no FSR 3, no frame gen, and we're sitting into the low to mid 30s here. And the mid 20s, there it is instantly pretty much. Yeah, this first intro scene is just so much fun. It just looks insane. Sparky. There we go. Oh, I pressed it. I was too slow. Yeah, pretty much the low to mid 20s and then up into the low 30s. And the max was like 40 FPS here. It's not stable, or I guess ideal, but it does work. You want to pause the game here, guys, enable FSR 3 with frame gen, and see how we go there. Yep, we can't handle it, guys. It is stuttering quite a bit here in this flying scene. I mean, it's not bad to be honest, but it does freeze and hang here and there as we're flying by. On my actual PC, it was flawless pretty much. And yeah, we're sitting into the high 50s now, low 50s, and on average into the 60s. Smack him up real quick. There we go. For the graphics, it looks very good. Can't really complain. Here's one shot. One more health. There we go. Scuff flash out here. There we go, it's done. Can I skip this cutscene? I can. Alright, game is loading. So for the actual inputs, feels good into the 40s, but I think once it falls into the high 30s or the low 40s, that's when it, you know, feels a bit more laggy in terms of the inputs. More fighting. You gotta love it. That's cool. I like that. I'll pause the game in a second, guys. I'll play at 720p, and we can see how we go there. This one I can't skip. See? It just sits here for a bit. On the PC, it's instant. Or I guess on an actual desktop. Still frozen. Well guys, I skipped a cutscene, or 3 cutscenes, and then the game crashed. But yeah, we're sitting into the mid-50s and the 60s here. So during the combat scene, it falls into the 40s, like the mid-40s, and in free roam, mid-50s and the low 60s. 720p, 30 watts, no upscaling, and we're still sitting at 30 FPS here. So before it fell into, I guess, the mid-20s, and now we're sitting into the low 30s up into the 40s. I mean, even now, it does fall down into the mid-20s. It's pretty quick. It's like an instant pretty much, but it does happen.
What? No, I'm helping you, man.
Just drop this guy, man. Screw it. Realistically for the system, enable FSR 3. It looks good enough, and the FPS gains are massive. Alright guys, FSR 3 active now with FrameGen as well. And we're sitting into the 70s and the 80s. That is fantastic. For the graphics, it does look pretty nice, I would say. Just playing the game. If you look closely though, you can easily see the flaws. Like Spider himself, there's ghosting there, the cars, the ladders, all of them. You can see a bit of weirdness going on there. So that wasn't obvious before at 100p, but it is obvious, or I guess it is there at 720p. But if you want to get 60 FPS at all times, then this is the way, I think. Because we are sitting at 60 up to like 80 and 90. Doing quite well. Let's go into the combat scene over here. There's a crime scene. And see how we go there. Got him. Just gonna spam X. That's my go-to move. Okay, that park seems to be over here. So let's go there. See how far the FPS falls down as well. And then play at 15 watts. For our final preset, I guess. In the park. Oh no, I can't go into the park. I'm on a mission, I guess. That's so dumb. Seems to be the mid-70s here. But I've seen this fall into the 60s, so keep that in mind as well. Alright, 15 watts, and we are down into the 40s now. It's, I guess, expected. I'm really surprised. For the inputs, it's not as good as before, to be honest. But it isn't laggy. It does feel playable, I will just say that. Now, if it falls below 40, then at that point, it is not playable. I think ideally stay at 30 watts and play at 720p or 900p. I think they're both great options. If you like sharpness, then play at 900p. If you want FPS, play at 720p. Okay, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, I'll see you guys next time for the next video. See you guys there.